Hello and welcome to Atlian Gaming. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I will be putting out these new videos, these quick guides basically for Myth of Empires because there's so much content in this game. It just came out, new survival game, new adventure, new MMO. I've been addicted to it for the past week. The first video is the horse breeding. So horse breeding and horses in general is a very important aspect in this game because it's your only fast mode of transportation. You need horses to do a lot of stuff unless you're going to be walking for hours. Now, horses are pretty easy to get. We'll do a taming video after this one, as well as the horse food and everything based off of horses. We're going to try and knock it all out in video content for you guys. But to get started, since I was doing this already, I wanted to hit the breeding. So, right now I'm in my inventory, my horse tab, my subordinates, go over to mount. And you can see all your horses. You can see the ones that you have deployed out in the field that you're riding, the ones that are working / getting pregnant, and the ones that are dying. And then at the top right, you can see how many mounts you can currently have. I had 9 out of 9, but I went to sleep last night thinking they had enough horse food while they were breeding. They had the baby, and the baby died. Pretty sad. I was pretty butthurt about that. It kind of sucked. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. So here we are. We're breeding our horses. We have 3 females and 3 males, right? This male is kind of just on standby. He came out as the second, little baby that came out. He came out at a 66 rarity, which is pretty good. I'm hoping to get a blue rarity out of any of these pregnancies. We have 2 blue horses breeding with 2 of the green horses. And then a green and a green breeding together as well. So basically what we're doing here is inbreeding. And from what I've understood and what I've tested so far is inbreeding is the best way to get your rarity and your horse quality up as quick as you can and to keep the skills that you want in your horses. So basically how the skills work when you're inbreeding is it takes the talents and the traits of the horses, and when they have a baby, so this one is a baby of an offspring of parents, he inherited all of these abilities. But this does not mean he has these abilities. It means that when he has another child, that child has a chance to take a pool of his talents as well as the inherited talents from the parents, and it'll randomly select whichever one it is with a chance of becoming a blue or purple or even a golden skill. So when you're breeding, keep in mind what traits and talents they have and what you want out of your horse, because if you keep that bloodline going, those talents and traits will be what they have, and it will keep on upgrading as you go on. So every time I breed, this horse has got up to 68.1. He's the only one that I have at that high of a quality. The others at 66, 65. Everything's above 60. But I started at like 56 rarity, which is what I'm talking about here, the quality rarity at the bottom left. You can see their little pie chart, their graph. Every time they breed, they're going up slightly more and more and more. Now, I haven't been able to test if it's an average number that they go against with like 68 to 65. It seems pretty random because I bred these 2 horses. I think it was like a 65 and a 63, and this one came out as a 68.1. Now, I think it's just random. It goes up a certain amount every time, and sometimes you'll get lucky and get that higher point. But from what I can understand, it's just keep breeding, and you're gonna get that high quality horse as quick as you want. As much as you can breed as quick as you can, and you'll get to that higher quality horse. Now, a big important thing with horse breeding is they come out with a total, when they breed, the baby will come out with a total of 600 life force. And the life force is basically what it says there. Once it hits 0, if the horse dies again, it'll die permanently. So when I've been breeding, whenever the horse reaches 0, if I'm still producing more horses with pregnancies and stuff, I just quickly dismiss, which up here you can execute, and then dismiss the horse to free up that mount space so that you can continue to breed and breed. And what I'll do is, say the 68 and the 64 have a baby that's at 66 and this horse is now at 0, I'll get rid of this one since he's the lower quality and then continue breeding off the other one. So the next one in line to die will probably be this 62 with 100 life force left. Yep. So Once he reaches 0 life force, or she reaches 0 life force, yeah, she's gone. So she better produce another female, because we need to keep the inbreeding going. We need to keep on making them pop out more and more upgraded horses. And that's pretty much how the breeding works in this game. It's just keep on going. There's no real trick to it from what I've seen. You'll eventually get to those blue quality, which is at the 65.5 mark, I think. Or just 65 flat is quality of blue. But inbreeding them is definitely the way to go to make sure you keep those stats raised and keep the talents upgrading. As far as the fodder goes in the stables, there's no real need for it. Other than leveling up the horse passively, healing the horse, and just keeping them, you know, from dying. I had some high quality in here to see if it produced a better tier horse, and it does not seem to be the case. So horse food is literally just to let them eat and not die. You can produce the coarse dry fodder. Now, if you have proof or can tell me that the exceptional horse food produces better babies, please let me know. I would love to, you know, test that further. But I did a set like this with exceptional food only, and it was the same quality of horses, just slightly upgraded. So keep that in mind when you're breeding. You don't need to make the best food for your horse in the world. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as the slaves go, we have Fat Slave here, you know, because he's a little big boy. But they really just tend to the horses when they're dying. Like they help revive them faster. They have no purpose in the breeding process at all. Even if they're not working the stables, the horse will eat its own food on its own pace whenever it needs it. So yeah, here's a good timing though. We'll see if the first set of horses is not pregnant, so that's bad. Not pregnant again. And when the last one right here, let's see if she gets pregnant. Hopefully, yes. Okay, so we got her pregnant. So right here, perfect timing for the video. They're gestating now. So these two females did not get pregnant. Whenever the male or the breeding process is over, the males go into a 1 hour timer, and if the female is pregnant, she will also be in a 1 hour timer with this symbol above her thing. So she's producing a baby. While they're pregnant, they will be eating a lot more, so I actually need to put more food into this, which I need to start crafting after this video. And once the timer is up, you can breed them again. As you can see when you're breeding, this horse has no more life force, so they're gonna die. So let's go ahead and show you that real quick, just to free up another spot. So it's this horse, 0 life force, the one from earlier I told you about, the 62.3. So that was the last 100% of her life with that last breed, and she produced nothing for us, so she's useless now. So we execute, the horse goes into the dying column, and then we dismiss it. It frees up that spot, and the reason why I execute is because now the horse is out here. Take this out. I don't have any fancy knife, so whatever. And there you go. So food, bone, hide, whatever you need. It's not a waste. It's the circle of life. Alright, but yeah, that's basically horse breeding and how you handle it. Like I said, there's very minimal guides out on the internet, Google, for all of these things. If you know anything better, have any better ideas, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear them. I would love to test them. But other than that, I've been Atlian. This is my new content. Expect more. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again.